成日聽人講香港學生又叻考試又夠勤力，但係同時都會俾人標籤話淨係識得讀死書，唔識應用，唔夠創意，淨係識得死背書啊！
相反，外國學生咧就比較識得思考，佢哋上堂咧會主動發問，做嘢咁試，最緊要咧就係識得點樣活學活用。
咁問題就嚟啦，
究竟係香港學生實力深藏不露，
定係外國學生真係靈活啲呢？
今集 BBO 就決定嚟一次真實比拼。
I do medicine。
我哋實地走訪英國牛津大學同埋香港大學。
我而家 Year 2讀緊醫科，
準備嚟一場頂尖大學之間嘅知識對決。
Let's go for science。
試下天文。
Geography。
我哋會問佢哋唔同範疇嘅題目，包括地理、常識、科學同數學，由日常到冷知識，通通都會問佢哋。
咁究竟係英國智商最高大學嘅牛津學生，
定係香港最頂級大學港大嘅學生會答到啱多啲問題呢？
啱啊！
今集我哋一齊睇下兩個地方最頂尖大學嘅比拼啦！
耶！
香港大學多數都係 campus base 嘅，咁 Oxford 咧佢係一個 community base 嘅 university 啦，咁佢即係將佢嘅校園融入咗個社區裏面。例如我哋啱啱經過咗個 shopping mall，但係我哋而家左邊又係一個 college 嚟㗎啦。我而家帶你哋去我上完堂去嘅一間 cafe 啊。雖然我講得好似好熟咁，但其實我就喺度讀咗幾個月㗎啫，我哋都用翻 VO 啦。我唔想再背稿啦。University of Oxford 係所有以英語為主要語言嘅國家入面當中歷史最悠久、最早成立嘅大學，歷史可以追溯到12世紀，大約公元1096年。
香港大學就係香港歷史最悠久、學術地位最高嘅大學。佢係1911年成立，係香港第一間大學，亦被譽為亞洲最具國際化嘅大學之一。
呢度咧就係智華。咁之前咧逢親 midterm 啊或者 final 咧，我同我啲 friend 咧就一定會喺呢度霸定位讀書嘅。咁所以咧，的確喺呢度留下咗唔少嘅腳毛同埋血汗啦。
最後你嘅成績係
都唔咩啊？求學不是求分數啊嘛。
喺 QS 世界大學排名2026年咧，牛津大學係排第4位㗎。
至於香港大學咧就排第11位，係亞洲地區排名最高嘅大學。
但係我哋今集唔係睇排名，而係真係去問佢哋問題。英國牛津大學世界頂尖名校之一，被稱為英國 IQ 最高嘅大學。據講學生平均智商高達125。仲有人話好多 Oxford 嘅學生未畢業就已經領到大公司嘅 offer， 即係話未畢業就已經揾到工啦。
你個樣好似好擔心咁啊！擔心緊啲咩？
我驚你哋整啲問題好難，我唔識答，可能好樣衰。
即係你而家叫我做翻呢啲題目，我真係咁多年冇讀過書，我都唔會識做。
你咁多年嘅意思係？
即係我最近都冇讀過書，但係我讀書嘅時候都會認真讀書嘅。數學都 OK 㗎，都有4㗎。而家開始啦，好緊張。
我哋一共準備咗5 set 嘅問題，包括地理、天文、科學、數學同埋 IQ 題，分5個回合均按溫嘅比試，最高就係可以攞到70分。
如果冇大氣層，大氣層有識㗎？
求其 C 啊！我真係唔識啊！
唔係 C 唔係 B， 大氣球定？
我同 Stephanie 都試過答晒啲問題㗎啦，片尾話俾大家知，究竟我哋邊個贏
？5條唔識咯，我有。
其他應該啱啩。
Excuse me, I was wondering if you would be willing to take part in a quick street interview with me.
Hello， 請問你係咪呢度學生啊
Before I start, you mind telling me like what subject do you do?
I do history。
我而家 Year 2讀緊醫科。
你覺得我似 Year 幾？
你似 Year 3啦。
對邊一科比較有信心？
試下天文。
So which one do you want to try on?
Astronomy。
Oh, okay.
太陽系行星體積大小嘅排行頭3位。
第一個係木星，第二個土星，第三個係
Jupiter would be the biggest。Saturn。
Yep.
海王星。
Maybe Uranus。
爭少少。
哦，天王星，係對唔住。
Oh, yeah, you got all of them right. That's good. Impressive.
第二個 如果冇咗大氣層嘅話，天空係會咩色嘅咧？
黑色。
A。
第三個，太陽主要由邊兩種元素組成？
氫同海。
Wow! Oh my god, that's impressive.
我頭先答咗水同火。Sorry。咁光由太陽去到地球嘅話，大概係需要幾多分鐘咧
8分鐘。
Wow! Are you sure you're not from NASA?
第五條，銀河系大約有幾多粒行星
100 billion?
1兆。
呢個單詞係1000
1000
億。
億。OK。
Wow, this is impressive. Okay, which of the following statements about the sun is incorrect?
太陽圍繞地球運行。
The sun orbits the earth.
B. Yep, right.
第七題，光速大約係每秒幾多公里？
C。
300,000?
Yeah. Ooh, you're getting every single question correct. Nice.
火星上地球大約一日係要幾多個鐘咧？
C。
B?
哇，
冇記錯。
啱啊，係80.6。
24 hours and 39 minutes. Okay.
太陽系入面邊一個行星有最多衛星？
土星定木星咧？
A.
Jupiter.
土星。
啱啊！
No, Saturn. Ooh, it has like over 140 confirmed
That's
moons.
impressive.
第十題，銀河系屬於邊一種類型嘅星系？
D。
Spiral?
B. Yep.
呢個錯嘅，呢個係螺旋星系。
OK。
第十一題，人類歷史上第一個踏上月球嘅人係咩國家咧？
C。
United States.
That's right too. You know which year?
1969?
A。
Right, you'll be getting every single one correct. Okay, 13.
以下邊一個天體本身係唔會發光，只會反射太陽光呢？
B。
Planet?
Planet B? Yep, that's right.
行星。
第十四題，日食發生嘅正確天文排名係邊個呢？
C。
I'm gonna go sun, moon, earth.
C? Wow, okay.
最後一題，以下邊個天文現象係因為月球引力影響地球造成嘅呢？
C。
啱啊！
C.
Ties. Okay, you've got like 13 out of 15. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it for taking part. Thank you. Have a good day. 勁咯，我係可以講，我連形容詞都冇，我就可以講勁啦。
其實爭少少，即係譬如頭先嗰啲咩天王星係爭少少就
係啊。
咁問呢啲知識係你平時就有接觸開定係？
我得閒冇事做睇 YouTube 睇翻嚟。
你有冇聽過個 channel 叫做 BBO 啊？
BBO 啊，而家聽過。
我哋可能會涉獵多啲天文嘅嘢，咁就可能
OK，即係都係 focus 喺天文度係嘛？
我哋嘅 channel
係
唔係從來未試過。
你講乜嘢？
首先呢位同學，你今年係 year 幾咧？
Year 4讀緊 bio 你讀啊？
全名有少少長，所以佢個全名叫 Molecular Biology 同埋 Biotechnology。
真係難嘅嘢
尷尬。
冇一科係容易嘅，我相信。
What subject do you study here?
I do medicine.
Medicine. Ooh, very impressive. Okay. Which one would you like to answer?
Let's go for science.
What is the approximate speed of light per second?
I think, is it not 300,000?
呢啲條應該係 C。
啱啊！
Second one, what type of
Covalent.
睇水專方係多。
唔係，呢個應該係 C 嘅。
You're good at this. Okay. Third one. Which solution has a pH value of 7 at 25 degrees?
I think it's
A 同埋 D 呢兩個，I mean 佢有個係偏酸，但係我唔係好記得。
either distilled or pure water. I'm gonna go for distilled water.
Still
唔係，呢個都係 D 嘅應
係多啦。
該，因為佢話咩 distill water 係偏酸喎。
You're similar. Number 4. Which gas has the greatest number of molecules in Earth's atmosphere?
Nitrogen, I think, is the most.
nitrogen。
啱啊啱啊！
Okay, so what does the atomic number represent?
I think it's the number of protons.
atomic number 咁應該係 boy 係嘛？
D
You're really smart. Which is the largest single organ in the human body?
Ooh, the skin.
應該係 skin。
Okay, number 7. Why is 37 degrees not used clinically to define fever?
I'm gonna go with B.
呢個唔係波雅斯嘅喎，應該係波雅嘛？
啱啊。
Wow, you're smart.
What gas is mainly produced when hydrogen gas burns? Hydrogen should be CO2, no? Carbon dioxide, A.
hydrogen 係燒完應該會變 H2O， H2O 應該係水喎。
啱啊。
It's water. Well, there you go. That was
Okay.
There are 23 pairs of chromosomes.
23 pair
呢題我都答啱嘅。
個 oxygen 係呢個 red blood cell 係多。
Red blood cells transport. I think I'm kind of cheating because I do medicine. Energy conversion should be the mitochondrion.
mitochondria 多。
哇，咁勁！
Which physical quantity changes depending on location?
Physics
As in location where on Earth?
係咪波呀？
I think maybe B, weight, because weight is a force and how close you are to the center of the Earth. Metals conduct electricity because of free moving electrons. B, I think.
金屬對電應該係 electron 應該係波呀。
Correct. Okay, last 2. Wow, this is so impressive.
呢個係 corpus 係 C。
I think it's C, yeah, the corpus.
Correct. Yep.
Photosynthesis.
Great. Okay, last question. Which of the following is a chemical change?
The rusting of iron.
應該係 C。
啱。咁咧答案未點樣近咧？
12。
爭少少。
但係我已經玩翻晒俾老師，都唔係好記得。
Well, you got 30 out of 15. That's really impressive. Like,
Thank you very much.
That's 13分啊！震驚咗我。
請問同學你今年 year 幾？
我都 year 4啦，讀緊 computer science。
Computer science。
Ooh, and maths. Wow, you guys should be really good at this then.
哇，好耐冇做數，
唔緊要，相信你。首先第一題。
2, 3, 5, 9, 17. And what's the next number?
應該33。
啱嘅。
Okay, the second would be 7, 10, 16, 25, 37, and
52。
52。
以下邊個數字唔同類？
which of the following numbers is different from the others?
Probably 1。
A。
錯嘅呢個。
錯。
D。
Because some people don't consider it prime。
Yeah, you're right. It's D.
喂，係喎。
有個一喺度㗎，一唔係。
諗少步。
Full marks. Okay, number 4. I think this is like kind of complicated, just because. Can you guys do it in your head?
Go.
82。
You're right. Oh my god, they can really do it in their head. Like, this is really impressive. Like, I'm not kidding. This is really impressive. Okay, if a number is divisible by both 2 and 3, what number must it also be divisible by?
6。
No.
If the radius of a circle is doubled, how many times larger will its area be compared to the original?
4. Yeah. 4倍。
Okay, which number is different from the other 3?
49 is odd。
C。
Yeah! Oh my god, they're actually scoring perfectly. What is the value of the expression? I didn't know how to do this, but it's just me. You guys can use like the whiteboard too.
Sure。Yeah。
佢中意用我哋準備嘅板啊！
You get something better than me？
果然難多嘅題目都會難到 Oxford 數學生嘅題目啊！
B。
係啊，你咁快。
Yeah, that's 7, right?
Wow!
Nice。
Yeah, I could have never had.
Wow!
Yeah, no, that's so bad I had to write something.
Okay, last 2 questions. Which of the following numbers is co-prime with 100?
是 C。
係啊係啊係啊，
中文 Yeah。
C, yeah. Okay, find the area of the triangle. This is like on the XY axis.
Yeah.
8。
啱啊！
好緊張咧，究竟佢哋會唔會啱晒咧
8。
？Yeah, you're right. Yay! You guys scored perfectly. Like that's like 10 out of 10. Thank you so much.
係真係唔小心嗰題。
呢個我都好耐冇做呢啲題，都夜課啦，都4年。
想問下你係今年係2人幾啊？
RPG student 嚟嘅，生物醫學工程。
Which subject are you studying?
I do history and economics.
How confident you are?
About a 6 out of 10.
That's pretty high.
Is it? Okay, then I'll do 4.
或者你興趣有冇睇過任何地理嘅書啊、戲啊？
基本上都係冇，比較少咯。中學時期咯。
考下你識唔識㗎咯？
好。
第一個就係世界上面積最大嘅湖泊係邊個咧？
I'd say Caspian Sea just because it has the sea.
Ooh, okay.
C。
哦，啱啊！邊兩個國家係 Z 字頭嘅咧
Zambia。
Zimbabwe and Zambia.
Zimbabwe。
哇！點解好勁啊？點解你識嘅？
就突然間就冒出來，我也不知道。
你係學過呢兩個字嘅？咁勁嘅你細個啲地理。以下邊個國家水域嘅面積係佔國家嗰個土地比例最高嘅咧？
I take Canada because there's so many islands.
我估就 A 咯。
啱啊！第4題啦，以下邊個國家係全球最大嘅內陸國家？
A 同 B 邊個大？
Kazakhstan or Mongolia?
應該係 B 嘅。
Final answer.
Kazakhstan?
Yeah, you're right. You're actually doing great on this.
世界上人口最多嘅城市係邊個咧？
I'd say New Delhi. No.
Nope.
因為 Tokyo 它那個都市圈是很大範圍的嘛，我選 B 咯。
B 係咪？哎呀，啱啊！好勁！
都係估嘅。
喂，好勁啊，大佬！世界上第2高嘅山峰係邊個咧？
Well, I only know Mount Everest though, but that is the highest, so it can't be that. I don't know any of the others, I have to admit.
A.
Okay, let's go with K2. Oh, okay.
冇一題錯嘅，好犀利啊！真係第7。世界上最大嘅沙漠係邊個咧
A 吧。
The Antarctic.
You're getting everything wrong 咧。
哎呀，終於錯咗一題啦！
哎呀
但唔緊要，答案係 D 啊，但係已經好勁啦。第8題，南極有冇國家真正擁有主權咧？
我估就 B 咯。
I think no country officially owns it.
Yeah, you're right.
咁所以係 D， 南極就唔屬於任何一個國家嘅。第9題呢個有啲難嘅，講出世界上4大嘅河流係。
4 longest rivers. Wow, I do not know my rivers. The Amazon River.
Amazon。
但佢係第2大。
咁最大嘅
The Nile.
尼羅河。
係啦，佢係最大嘅。
第3
Danube. Potentially. No.
長江。
啱啦。第4咧就係。
第4個。
第4係密西西比嘅密蘇里河口。第10題，世界上最難有人居住嘅城市係邊度咧
？D 我覺得咧就係 misdirection。A、B、C、A 就係最難嘅。
I'd want to say McMurdo, but I don't know if that has a permanent population, so it might be Duful Ushuaia.
A 咯。
啱啊！邊個國家係有最多島嘅咧
Indonesia.
A 啊。
錯嘅答案係 C。瑞典佢有超過26萬個島嘅。
咁多。
42題，世界上邊一個國家係橫跨最多嘅時區呢？
Russia.
Oh, is it Russia? 12.
英國佢哋嗰啲島算唔算啊？
係計埋，即係總之係佢嘅管轄嘅地方。
咁應該係英國。
錯啦，答案係法國嘅，因為佢有好多海外領土。咁想問埋，究竟佢橫跨有幾多個時區呢？
呢個你唔知啊。
You just choose one, you know, randomly.
Let's say 11.
C? No.
好咯，B。
答案係 B 嘅12。
Oh. So I guess Russia would be like in a single landmass.
44題，邊個海洋面積最細呢？
哇
Indian Ocean?
B。
答案係 Arctic 嘅，即係 C 北美洋嘅，係啦。最後啦，邊個國家係橫跨歐洲同埋亞洲呢？
我知就係俄羅斯，但係都未。C。
Yeah. Turkey.
Turkey? B. Yeah.
啱啱7題嘅。
又唔係好多。
I think you got 9 out of 15.
Okay, well,
That's a really good
more
one.
than half.
Yeah. Can I ask like which subject are you studying?
I'm a law student.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
今年係 year 幾咧？
Yes, sorry. Electrical engineering.
第一題有啲咩嘢係生產日期同埋有效日期都係一樣嘅咧？
Like perishable foods that you have to consume in a day. I don't know, like fresh fruits and vegetables.
生產日期同埋有效日期，答唔到。
好，答案係報紙嘅。
OK，係喎。
Okay.
It starts like on the day.
Fair enough. Yeah.
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 Peter 同埋 Kate 有3個仔，每個仔都有一個老婆啦，一個仔同埋一個妹嘅。咁請問呢個家庭一共係有幾多人呢
3乘3加2，其實應該唔係咁簡單嘅，但係我就係諗到呢個辦法。11個。
14.
答案係12個嘅，因為 suppose 每個仔都有一個老婆啦，一個仔啦，咁即係佢哋有3個人啦。
佢哋妹係佢哋妹係一個。
係啊，得一個妹啫。
OK。
It overlaps.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
第3題 Johnny 嘅阿爸有5個仔，請問第5個仔叫咩名呢？
就唔係咁簡單啩？
I would say look carefully at the question.
Johnny's father. Yeah, that's Johnny.
Johnny
啊，啱啦，有啲 tricky 嘅。有6隻蛋，打爛咗2隻，煎咗2隻，食咗2隻。請問仲有幾多隻蛋剩呢？
4隻。
Oh, I have 4 eggs.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
一支球拍同埋一個波加埋100蚊，個球拍咧就比個波貴1蚊。咁請問個波係幾多錢呢？
2x 加1，咁2x 等於99。
Is this question just a mathematics?
冇理由49.5㗎。
29.5.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
5部機一齊做5個產品用咗5分鐘，咁100部機做100個產品要幾耐咧？
20. I want to say it's 20 minutes.
20? Is that your final answer?
No, hold on. Hold on a minute.
5分鐘。
No, it takes 5 minutes.
Exactly.
做咩都係永遠只會向前走，唔會翻轉頭咧？
只會向前走。
What always moves forward but never goes back? Time always.
我都係諗到時間咯。
啱啊！點解有間醫院從來都唔幫人睇病？
What do you mean? Why? Like they're a bad hospital?
Like, what hospital is it that never treats patients?
寵物醫院。
Animal hospital? But you're
Yeah.
下題邊個月有28日？
So which month has
February?
28 days? That's wrong.
Wait, 20.
Yeah, this is a tricky one.
每一個月。
啱啦。
Is that what?
It's like every month. Every month has 28 days. Every single month has 28 days.
Oh.
同一時間由同一高度跌落10磅嘅西瓜同埋2磅嘅南瓜喺我嘅頭度，咁邊個會痛啲咧？
個頭。
I'll be concussed. I'll be blacked out. I wouldn't know. So what hurts more?
Yeah, what hurts most?
My head?
Exactly. I chose the watermelon myself.
有3個蘋果，你攞走2個，咁你有幾多個蘋果啊？
I have 3 apples.
This is like an easy one. It's straightforward one.
本身有3個蘋果喺度，你攞走咗2個。
我覺得嗰3個唔計嘅，咁即係2個，所以2個啦，咁2個。
啱啦。
There's 3 apples and you take away 2, so you've got 2 apples.
How do you take away from us yourself?
That was what I was like confused about too, but then
一個醫生同同一個巴士司機同名同姓同日生日，仲係同一個人，點解咧？
拍睇？
係咯，就係咁樣。
Because they're the same person.
exactly.
咩嘢係你一講出嚟就冇咗咧？
一講出嚟就冇咗。
Words?
Were you close?
My voice?
諗唔到。
就係秘密啦。
It's a secret. Because it will no longer be a secret. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
有咩係永遠都唔會翻嚟，但係每日都會經過？
Every day.
Close.
Time never comes back every day.
時間。
啱啦。有咩行到係冇聲㗎？
吓？我喐㗎嘛？
Is it an animal?
Nope.
老鼠？
老鼠都有聲。
I don't know. Like, it's not a living thing. You said.
Yeah, it's not a living thing.
Well, I can't say air because the wind makes a sound. Air means-
It's not air.
你可能望下前面嗰人，
望喺邊度？呢個就係呢
周圍都得㗎。
個。行路係冇聲嘅，諗唔到。
Look at it. Last chance. We're giving you like a big hint.
What walks but makes no sound? And your camera's pointing down.
5, 4, 3.
Leaves?
No, 2. 1. Okay, it's shadow. It's a shadow.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a shadow.
Okay, I like that.
佢係喐嘅，但係佢冇生命。
係，但係佢係行過冇聲嘅。OK，11題嘅。
都係唔夠。你可以問翻第二個應該多過我。
唔係已經好叻㗎啦。
You got 9 out of 15.
I'll take that score for what is it? Monday afternoon. I'll take that.
Yeah, thank you so much for
No problem.
participating.
That was fun.
你覺唔覺得自己幫得太出面咧？
唔覺啊，
嚇？
唔覺啊，為咗慳時間啊，真係日落啦。
為咗補貼自己
唔係啦。
學院嘅名聲。
今日其實我都好 lucky 㗎啦，我今日 interview 嗰啲都係 medical student、law student 同埋數學系啊、computer science 系啊咁樣。我唔知香港嗰邊拍成點啦，但係我覺得其實我今日 interview 嘅，雖然佢哋都答得好叻，但係都唔可以話係 represent 成個 Oxford 嘅，因為今日都真係好好彩問到佢哋自己最熟悉嗰個科目。
做完成日訪問之後，只可以話其實兩邊嘅學生咧實力都係不相伯仲啊！咁可能做訪問之前啦，都會有啲 stereotype 嘅，覺得可能香港學生係點啊，英國學生係點啊。但係其實真係做完全日訪問之後，我就會覺得你讀咩大學唔代表你就係咩人咯，即係你唔應該俾你間大學定義咗你係咩人。真正最大嘅分別就應該係你點樣待人處事啊，點樣去諗問題同埋點樣去拆局。
我覺得 Oxford 同埋 Hong Kong U 同學之間嘅比鬥咧，都應該不相伯仲㗎啦。我而家最緊張、最 worry 嘅就係我同阿碧之間嘅比鬥。我記得有一份我係淨係得2分咯，點鬥啊？我係廢人一個，唔好同人講我讀呢間學校。哇！我撞嗰啲冇一題啱啊！有冇搞錯啊 ？Science 揾攞2分，唔好再學我撞 A 啦。
幾題唔識，其他應該啱啩。
算啦，呢題我放棄啦，我唔計啊，我唔識啊。
OK， 即係錯一題啫，可唔可以睇第8題點計㗎？
我最後嘅總分係33分啊！
好咯，都唔差，我覺得，即係最低，即係最廢嗰啲都有30%，我覺得 OK。
我最後嘅總分係39分。
再確對自己分就點失望？
不過老實講又冇嘅，因為我而家最差都有5題啊嘛。咁我當我仲讀緊書嘅時候會答15題。咁我每年 即係每 grade 一年就會 depreciate 㗎啦嘛。咁每 grade 一年就減2題，咁所以減完10題，我仲有5題咯，所以係合格咯，我覺得。
即係你 grad 咗？
唔係啊，我計定下4年嘅咯。唔好問，唔好問。